Conservative pundit Ann Coulter has occasionally been critical of Donald Trump, and she is now calling for Trump to go. What pushed her over the edge? Trump saying that some of the kids who were brought to the United States by their undocumented immigrant parents are no angels, except what she's mad about is not that Trump is going after innocent kids. It's that Trump is saying that they might be allowed to stay if he gets his way. This is actually interesting because when you look at the tweet that she quoted and sent out, it's not obvious whether she's angry that Trump is attacking kids or angry that Trump is going to allow the kids to stay. But when you look at it and you understand Ann Coulter, it makes more sense. Donald Trump tweeted yesterday, quote, "Many of the people in DACA, no longer very young, are far from angels. Some are very tough, hardened criminals. President Obama said he had no legal right to sign order, but would anyway. If Supreme Court remedies with overturn, a deal will be made with Dems for them to stay." So most people saw that tweet and they were disgusted that Donald Trump was going after children who are in the U.S. through no fault of their own by calling them no angels and tough, hardened criminals. Ann Coulter quoting Donald Trump's tweet and adding, quote, "Okay, that does it. I give up. They can stay. You must go," might suggest to you that she's angry that Trump is calling these kids criminals and that they're no angels. That's not the right interpretation. Ann Coulter is apparently upset that Trump is saying DACA recipients will be allowed to stay in the United States. She's been tweeting anti-DACA amnesty messages. She wants Trump to be more aggressive on this issue of immigration, stunningly, as if Trump hasn't done enough damage already. So this is an example of a disaffected right-winger, but it's kind of the opposite of many. Lots of Republicans are disgusted with Trump going too far in many cases against the Constitution, against the rule of law. Coulter's the opposite. She's upset Trump isn't hardline enough on immigration, but still, any prominent disaffected right-winger with Trump who publicly says so is a little crack in the armor. I used that term earlier in the show and I'm using it again. We don't know what might make any right-winger opt to stay home in November of 2020 or vote for someone else. And as crazy as it sounds to us to follow Ann Coulter's lead on anything, some people actually respect her. I know it's shocking. And they might decide based on what she says not to vote for Donald Trump. So we'll take all of it. And meanwhile, we will push our strategy of get out the vote and everything else that we've been discussing and see where it gets us in November of 2020.